Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish Foundation. I picked this up a wee while ago. It's been on my list of foundations to review and I thought, hey, I'll film it today. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on this foundation and see a swatch comparison of all my high and low end foundations for shade references, then keep watching. First up, let me address my gross nails. They are all over the place. I need to file them, paint them, make them all filming appropriate, but I'll fix that later. Also, and my hair is not ideal. However, I said to myself, I'm going to sit down and I need to film today because I've been putting it off because everything is all over the place. We're in the middle of moving and the unpacking process and there's stuff. If you guys could see, stuff everywhere. The product we're reviewing today is the Huda Beauty Skin Finish. Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish. Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. I have the shade Baklava. I don't know if you say it is Baklava. It's 340G. So I'm not sure how to correctly pronounce it. So forgive my mispronunciation on that one. I had a look at Sephora to see what my shade was before ordering it, and I think I ordered it from the Huda Beauty website, so you get that much, which is pretty standard compared to like the Hourglass Vanish Stick foundation which I have. That's 12.5 grams. This one is 7.2 grams. Oh, so you get more in this one than this one. This is a great foundation, by the way. First up, I think I do my swatches, swatching it next to all the high and low end foundations, and then I'll do an application. Is this the right shade? Well, it could be. I was kind of hesitant about this. I thought maybe it's too light, too dark. She's like she covers some serious ground because it's like a cube or diagonal. Whereas this one, it's like a lot smaller of a area, if you know what I mean. When you swipe it on your face, you're kind of covering less surface area. Not that it makes a difference, and this isn't a comparison between that one and the Hourglass one, but I was so surprised at like how much area it covered when I put it on. Anyways, moving along, since we've got this here, I'll just do a swatch side by side since it's open. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Golden. That one. And I've got the NARS Soft Matte Complete, oh fudge, Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade, oh fudgesicles, Barcelona. Next up we've got the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC40. So I'll pop this one back here. Oh, Baklava's looking a bit dark. I wonder if I think it would work. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next up we have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation in the shade 290. That's okay. That one. Considerable difference in color because I actually do like this one and wear it often. I just color correct around my mouth. Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 3W2 Cashew. It's a great shade match for me. Fenty Beauty's Blurring Skin Tint in Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint in the shade 12. And then also, I've got the two Rare Beauty foundations. So I've got the shade 240W and 280N. So I'll just swatch those side by side. So this is 240W. And this is the shade 280N. Okay, so that is all of the foundation shades. I'm really surprised and concerned at this Baklava shade. I thought it might be too light. However, now it's like the darkest one I own, so we'll see. I'm gonna wipe all of this away. Now that that's done, we will swatch the rest of... We'll do it on the side. So this is the Huda Beauty Skin Finish in Baklava. Did I get the wrong shade? I was so sure that this one might even be too light. Anyways, then we'll go into the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer in the shade 12W, medium 12W. Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 36 Warm Sun. This back here. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Golden Beige. This is a dewy one. Have I reviewed this? I think I have to. Hold on. And then two more to go. So I've got the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation in the shade M420. And lastly, I've got the ColourPop No Filter Foundation in the shade 1 Medium Dark 120. Those are all the shades. That's Baklava. Oh my goodness, it's so dark. That's that. I'm just gonna go grab my beauty blender and a brush and just wash my face off, and then I'll show you guys an application. Okay, I am back. Wet beauty blender, I had to wash it. Washed my face. I put SPF 50 on, and just because I'm going outside, well, I've got to leave in about 50 minutes. Yeah, 50 minutes, and I just want to make sure my skin is protected. Anyway, so we'll get started. I usually do one side of my face with the beauty blender and then one side with a brush. I'll just use this one because I don't have a lot of clean foundation brushes. So also my skin type is dry and sensitive, and I'm looking down because I've got a mirror here. I don't know how much to apply. Let's start off with this because I just don't know how much coverage it'll have. So this is a Real Techniques sculpting brush, but it's quite dense, so I think it'll be okay at blending foundation out. Oh. Firstly, it doesn't look that dark in me. For light medium coverage, apply to face and buff out with your favorite sponge or brush. Repeat to build coverage as needed. For full coverage, swipe foundation directly on a dense flat brush and apply to face. Blend foundation outward and repeat until desired coverage. Oh, so you can put it straight onto your foundation brush. I guess that gave me light coverage. Okay, I can kind of see how it's a slightly darker. You can also see my blemishes. So I'll try what they said, and I'll just swipe this directly onto my brush. Okay. Ooh. Like I've not seen that said anywhere else. Yeah, it's kind of dark. I know. That's okay. I'm going to be wearing a mask. And maybe I can use lighter concealer. It's got a nice finish to it. It just kind of blends in and you can't really see the edges of anything. I don't know. The finish is quite nice. The color for me, however, like I'm surprised. I didn't think I was lighter than this. I actually thought this one might be too light. I think that's pretty much a good amount of coverage. I mean, the only thing is like my blemishes, which I don't think this will cover anyway. Like I'm just gonna have to go in with the concealer. Dab on some more in some areas. Just for that extra coverage. Next, I'll go in with my beauty blender. We'll try to do like roughly the same amount of swipes. And then I'll go in and add some more. Also, I use my beauty blender's stamp, and this is like the actual beauty blender sponge, like the pro sponge. I'm not sure. Okay. Obviously lighter coverage, one because of the beauty blender, and then two because I didn't apply as much. So we'll do a bit more because that side's clearly got heaps on, just to balance it out. I will say that the finish of both is kind of similar. Like the brush, usually it's the beauty blender that has like a more, I guess, glowier finish or has more, a little bit more of moisture on the skin because obviously that it's damp. However, when I use the brush, this has a really nice finish too. Okay, I think I need some more over here. Is that even? Like this match. Okay, so, oh fudge, there's a rubbish bin. It doesn't look terrible. This side kind of has a bit fuller coverage, I think. So we'll just add a bit more to the Beauty Blender side. Slightly darker than I would have picked for myself. It's making my chest look a little bit pale, if you can see. So yeah, I would have chosen a slightly lighter one. However, I can make this work. Like I would just add a lighter concealer under my eyes to kind of brighten it up, because it gives you that kind of flexibility. So for me, if the foundation's too dark, I will use a lighter concealer under the eyes and bronze a little less. However, if it's too light, I bronze heaps and I put like a not so brightening concealer under my eyes. Anyways, so yeah. It is currently 10:51 a.m. It's my husband and I. It's 10:51 a.m. and yeah, I might do like a little check-in right before I go to show you guys what it looks like. So maybe in about 40 minutes. So far so good. I do quite like the finish of it. Like you can still see my skin even though I've applied quite a bit. This was the Beauty Blender side. And even this one, like it hasn't fully hidden my redness. I could probably keep packing on the foundation and then it could hide some of that. However, I prefer to just hide it with a concealer so you don't feel like you're wearing too much heavy foundation, if you know what I mean. I will get ready and I'll show you guys what it looks like in about 40 minutes when I got the rest of my face on. Okay, BRB. I came back because I want to show you guys. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 290 because this is a bit of a lighter one. Now, I can kind of, I think that's okay. Apply a bit more of this. Fudge, my brush fell on the ground. So because it's a bit of a lighter one, I will use this one to, fudge, is that a brush? Yeah, brush right here. So, and that just kind of brings some brightness back to my face and also highlights my under eyes. I don't really love bright, like super bright under eyes unless the foundation is too dark. Like I like a little bit of brightening, but like not super high beam bright, if you know what I mean. Like this to me is okay because you still feel, and then it kind of has the foundation as like more of a, not bronzer, but like it's on the perimeter of the face, so it looks like it could be a natural contour bronzer situation. Oh, and I did also prime my eyelids, so it's the only other thing I just did. And then, yeah. Maybe I might not do anything else. Maybe I'll just set my makeup and then call it and then go get ready to go. Yeah. So that's looking a bit better. And next, since I'm here, then I'll use my Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder and I'll just set my face. And a Morphe E53 powder brush. I don't think it really needs setting everywhere, but I'm the kind of person that I do set, especially if I'm doing cream products. I don't think I'll do cream. I'm just gonna set my face. Okay, that looks good. I mean, the skin looks really good. What do you guys think? And since I have to leave in 30 minutes, I don't think I'll be able to get that much done. I might just call it now, and then I can go to my appointment, come back, and then show you guys what it looks like. Okay. So yeah, it's currently 10:58 a.m. and I will do a check-in with you guys in a bit. Alright, so I'm back. I'm probably the worst YouTuber because I was supposed to come back after I'd done all my makeup and give you guys an update of how the skin's looking. Well, it is currently 10:16 p.m. So it's been, oh my gosh, okay. So it's been 11 hours and 17 minutes. Okay, so I was supposed to come back in between, like once I'd finished my makeup, right? What happened was I had to leave for my appointment and then I came back, had lunch, was so exhausted, fell asleep. Yes, I fell asleep. Fell asleep on the side and I haven't touched it up. All I've done since then is I just put on some blush, bronzer, highlighter, mascara, and a little bit of brow products just so I look a bit more presentable right now and I could film like an intro and outro. But I did not touch the base. Like I didn't set anything, I didn't blot anything. Fell asleep on the side on a t-shirt. Anyways, and then straight after that, like we went to, what did we do? After work, we went out to the mall for the first time since mall retail is open since lockdown, which is a whole nother thing. So many people. Yeah, so we went to the mall because I had to find an outfit. But yeah, so terrible of me to not film an update after in between, because usually you guys know that I do that with my foundation review videos, because I've been wearing this for 11 hours, almost 11 and a half hours, which it was not intended that I wear it for this long. Like looking at my face, I'm actually very impressed with how my skin looks, because I'm looking at my skin and just the appearance of it looks really good. Like it doesn't look like I've been wearing it for 11 hours. Like you can still see my skin underneath, however, just looks really nice in person. And I'm surprised that it didn't really wear off that much, considering I fell asleep on my face for like, it was an hour and a bit. Really surprised. And I'm loving the way that it looks. Like if this is what it looks like after 12 hours or 11 hours, 11 and a half hours, like I would gladly wear this again for a full day because it looks really good. I also did not color correct around my mouth. I used to use vitamin C and it has lightened some of the pigment up around my mouth. However, I still do have a little bit, but I don't think it's that noticeable with this foundation. So I felt really pleasantly surprised, and it's just really smooth and soft in the skin. It looks really good. I'm so surprised because when I put it on, it didn't, definitely my microphone, yeah. When I put it on, I didn't think that it was gonna look this good. But literally says Faux Filter Skin Finish. Natural finish, buildable coverage, waterproof. Maybe that's got something to do with it, because I really like the formula. Color match wise, I actually feel like it is okay for me. Like the fact that I was able to make it work with just a lighter concealer underneath my eyes, and that to me looked really good. So this is kind of like more of a good, like a go-to foundation that wouldn't really, that I feel like I could rely on. Like I'm getting that vibe, kind of like the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation, and also the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. Like those two are kind of like my sort of my go-to's at the moment. I'm gonna try wearing this on Saturday because we've got an event on, and I'll see how I go, but so far I really like it. And the color Baklava, like I feel like smidge dark on its own, however with a lighter concealer and stuff, like it's worked really well. It still gives me color in my face and it just looks fine, I think, like even if my chest is a bit lighter. I did not think I was going to be wearing it for this long. This is probably like one of my longest foundation reviews. Longest worn, the longest I've gone wearing a foundation in one of my reviews, probably, because also the rest of me is like a mess. Like my hair's a mess. Lip color I'm wearing, because you guys always ask, is the ColourPop Lippie pencil in the shade BFF3 all over my lips, and I kind of shaded it in a little bit. And then the ColourPop Lippie Stix in the shade Fab. But too much of this on, but I really love this shade. It's a stunning nude. I'm gonna go film my intro and outro, but so far I really like this, honestly, like really surprised. Feels nice on the skin. And like you can still see my freckles, like you can see my freckles there, but it's given me like decent coverage. Like I mean over here a little bit, like obviously it's wiped off a smidge. I mean that's the side that I was sleeping on too, plus I've got blemishes. I'm gonna go. So that wraps up the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think of this foundation. Have you used it? Do you guys feel the same way about like pleasantly surprised with the outcome and the results and like how it wears throughout the day? If you guys have tried it, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you guys have tried the other one as well, the Luminous Matte Foundation. This is the new version, I believe, because I did review it years ago, but they came out with like a new version. I don't know if it's the one that's like the Clean Beauty. I'm not sure if it's revised. Who knows? But I've got the same shade, so if you guys want to see this review, let me know down in the comments. And that's about it. I am gonna go wash my face. It's been 11 and a half hours wearing this. Give the video a thumbs up if you guys love watching foundation reviews, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. So So that wraps up. You guys, if I look tired, it's because I am. I'm exhausted. But I had to power through and finish this video. Also, I was gone for 2 weeks. It's because we were in the process of moving and there's just stuff everywhere. And if you could see my filming room right now, it's a mess. But I had to film a video for you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for bed. Bye guys.